Good morning, my dear Toastmasters and guests. My name is Ashok Reddy. I am Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. In order to have best meeting, we need to follow few rules. One is please keep your electronic gadgets on mute and be on video until unless there is emergency and you need to move out. And I request speakers not to speak about politics, sex, religions, etc., which should not create debate between all of us. Apart from this, as everyone has mission, Toastmasters also has mission. So, what is the mission of Toastmasters? Is provide the collaborative platform where each person can practice their communication skills and leadership skills to grow further. Okay, let me invite President's officer. He loves pain, adversity, and struggle. He looks up to people like David Goggins for mental toughness. One of his favorite quote is, "All greatness comes from suffering." So none other than he's Richard. Over to you, Richard.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashok. A very, very warm warning to each and all of you. Well, I hope you all are doing well, all geared up for the festive season, Diwali followed by Christmas. I'm eagerly waiting for the next 2 months to get over and start for the new year as well. With that, let me talk about Toastmasters. Toastmaster International is a non-profit educational organization that teaches public speaking and leadership skills through its worldwide network of clubs. Toastmasters was founded in 1924 by Ralph Smedley, a Fullerton, California insurance salesman who wanted to improve his own public speaking skills. He gathered a group of friends and colleagues, and they began meeting regularly to practice giving speeches and receiving feedback from each other. As of November 2023, Toastmasters International has over 364,000 members in over 16,200 clubs in 145 countries. This makes Toastmasters the world's leading organization for public speaking and leadership development. With that being said, I would like to call this meeting to order. Once upon a time, there were six blind men. They lived in a town in India. They thought they were very clever. One day, an elephant came into the town. The blind men did not know what an elephant looked like, but they could smell it and they could hear it. What is this animal like? They said. Each man touched a different part of the elephant. The first blind man touched the elephant leg and reported that it looked like a pillar. The second blind man touched the elephant tummy and said that the elephant was a wall. The third man touched the elephant ear and said it was a piece of cloth. The fourth blind man held on to the tail and described the elephant as a piece of rope. And all of them ran into hot argument about the appearance of an elephant. They began to argue about every elephant, and every one of them insisted that he was right. It looked like they were getting agitated, and a wise man passing by, he saw this. He stopped and asked them, "What's the matter?" They said, "We cannot agree on what elephant is like." Each one of them told he thought the elephant was like. The wise man calmly explained to them, "All of you are right. The reason every one of you is telling it differently is that each one of you touched a different part of your hand so that the elephant has those features that you all said." Now, the moral of the story is each man or woman believes that his or her own individual perspective is the whole truth, when it's actually only a partial truth. In real life, we are blind and can't see these elephants. They can be anything: truth, reality, spirit, etc. Ultimately, we have no idea what the ultimate truth is. So, the today's theme is perspective, and we'll hear more about today's theme from Toastmaster Ramesh. Do we have any guests today? Is what I am looking at. I think we know Kavita. So, Kavita, I know you're not a guest, but how are you doing, Kavita? It's been a long time. Kavita, are you there?
Good morning, everyone. I'm doing great. I hope you're all doing great.
Yes, we are, Kavita. Good to see you after a long time. Paresh, you're not a guest. You're giving your speech, but could you give a little bit of intro about yourself? Where do you work, and which Toastmaster club do you represent? We can't hear you, Paresh. You're on mute, if I'm not wrong.
Sorry, yeah, I was on mute. Am I audible now?
Yes, you are, Paresh.
Okay. No, yep, I'm not a guest. I realized later I'm a part of Toastmaster team. Uh, I represent CBS Thrive, that's Cargill Business Services Thrive Toastmaster Club. We have an office in Cessna Business Park, and there I work as a commercial consultant and work with all the Cargill enterprises that we have globally, help them develop the commercial capabilities. I joined Toastmaster around 3 months back, and yeah, happy to be here. I think I'm during the first call outside of a Toastmaster club, so happy to know, good to know everyone, and looking forward to this session.
Thank you, Paresh. Thank you. Very good morning to you as well. Uh, Suraj, I've known Suraj for quite some time, but good morning, Suraj. A quick small introduction followed by which Toastmaster club you're from.
Hi Richardson, thank you. Thank you for the welcome. So I am working in Standard Chartered GBS and I belong to the corporate club there, which is in Eco World. So we were in the same area in Toastmasters last term, and I'm missing that we're not in the same area this term. So I made a lot of friends with the members of your club in the area contest, division contest, and this term will be no different. So happy to be here.
Thank you, Suraj. A very warm welcome to you as well. Last but not the least, I see Ankit Malu. So, Ankit, are you there? If you could please come on video and introduce yourself. I'm not sure if you're a member of Toastmasters Club. If not, where did you hear about Toastmasters? Ankit, can you hear us? You're on mute in case you're speaking. Okay,
Hey, sorry, I'm having trouble this logging in actually.
no worries,
So the
Ankit.
page doesn't open up. Yeah, so
Yes, Ankit.
I'm not part of any Toastmaster club. This is my first session as a guest
Okay,
across any club basically.
okay. Where do you work, Ankit?
Yeah, I work in Walmart in Cessna Business Park.
Okay, okay. Warm welcome to you, Ankit, and we'll listen to how you felt about the meeting at the end of the meeting.
Sure.
I have a lot of announcements to make. The first one being October Toastmaster of the Month award winner is Richa. So can we give her a huge round of applause? Well, on 18th of November, we are all gathering in-person meeting. Details have already been shared. I will share the further details in coming days. Followed, if you want to take part in any roles, please come forward and nominate yourself. Please welcome your friends and families, and anybody who wants to join us, please join us. This event is happening on 18th of November from at the same time 9:30 a.m. Um, it's in Whitefield. I will share further details. Apart from that, on November 19th, we have area contest, area level contest for table topics and evaluation contest, which is happening, and further details will be shared. A lot of members of our club are also nominated themselves for various roles. So kudos to all of them. And apart from that, further details will be shared by Ritika soon to everybody in the coming days as well. Last announcement is that in another couple of months, the current XCOM will finish their term and the new XCOM will start taking up roles for the next term. So if you want to nominate yourself, please nominate. I've already shared the forms with all of you so that we do not have a last minute hassle as to who is going to be what for the next term. So please nominate yourself. With that, let me introduce our Toastmaster of the day. He is a true inspiration. He has overcome many challenges in his life, but he has never given up on his dreams. He is a role model for all of us, and his favorite quote is never give up. Please welcome Toastmaster Ramesh.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Richard, for the great honoring and welcome. Today, I'm going to be a Toastmaster of the day. Many of us knew very well what is our theme for the day. I thought only Toastmaster Richa made my theme easy, but secondary thing as well, today Richardson also made my day very easy. Before that, I would like to share my screen. Hope my screen is visible to everyone. Yes? Okay. See, I knew that we are like-minded people, but I never thought that Richardson and myself are in the same boat. So I had a same thought of ideology of team today, but uh, he had made my day as well very easy. So by seeing this picture, what do people can say? You can unmute yourself and you can say, what is this? Anyone? Not tough
An
question to answer.
elephant.
An
It's
elephant.
an elephant
Yes.
wandering in jungle.
Wild elephant, yeah.
Okay. In one picture, we have a many ideologies. That is called perception. The thing will be the same, but the point of view will always differ from person to person. That is called perception. So same story, it goes with the blind man. So I thought of giving that ideology, but already with cracked everything. So he explained all that. So what is going to it's okay. So I never thought TMOD is going to be a TMOD as well is going to be an improv speech. Because today I have to give improv speech as well because already he has covered everything in the subject itself. So this was the ideology I had to explain about the perception. Since he had explained already, I don't want to go further on it. Even though for ideology, like perception is nothing but what we are thinking, what's supposed to be for us. Very simple, we have to say like that. So since he explained already about this, I just move on. Okay. We don't see things as they are. We see things as we are. So that would be the meaning of the perception. Always people think that what would be the good thing, what would be the right thing for them, that would be the right thing for everyone. So that is the another point of view for many of the people. So that we have to come out of that how it's going to be and what we have to do. So those kind of things we are going to discuss in today's meeting. Okay. This is a perception, nothing else. Many people will see this is a black and white flower, but some of us will see a colorful flower. The thought that is called perception. Okay, exactly. If you got to see the elephant story itself, he explained everything, how we are perceiving, how we are deciding everything. We are sensing, we are seeing, we are smelling. So many things we are doing by using that. We are deciding one factor what it would be. In simple words, we have to say perception is a process where people take in sensory information from the environment and make sense of the surrounding with the information in order to give an appropriate response. Not only that, we may have guesses, we may have the experience, we may have the past knowledge as well. So based on that, we will decide everything, not only due to the environment scenario. So there are multiple factors behind that. So with that, I would like to explain about today's meeting agenda. So we are going with a regular Toastmaster agenda. We have a 3 sections. The first section will be the prepared speeches. Where speakers deliver speeches from their pathway project. These speeches have a set of objectives and individual evaluator. The second session is table topic, where a topic master gives anybody the chance to speak impromptu on a provided topic. The third one would be that last session is evaluation, where the general evaluator and the team provide feedback to everybody who speaks through the meeting. So before that, I would like to welcome our general evaluator of the day, that is Toastmaster Richa. One moment. Toastmaster Richa, we all know very well. She's our area director. She likes a lot in gardening. With that, I would like to welcome General Evaluator Toastmaster Ritika. Over to you, Toastmaster Ritika.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ramesh. Good morning, everybody. Perception, I loved the theme because there are so many things to it. I also had a point of rose tinted glasses. Some of us see the life as a dreamy experience. Some of us take it as a challenge. It all depends on how we see it. There's also another very popular saying, whether the glass is half full or half empty. But what I feel is, as long as you have a glass and as long as you have water in it, just drink it up. If it's empty, fill it up again. I think it all depends on how you see it and take it up from there. Today, as a general evaluator as well, I have my own perception, I have my past experience, and I have my curiosity as to what's going to come up in the session today. Based on all these factors, I'm going to share my feedback with all of you along with my tag team. So quickly, let me welcome the timer for today, Toastmaster Shweta. Toastmaster Shweta has been a club officer for the last 2 terms. She's taken up the role of VP membership last term, and currently she's serving as the Sergeant at Arms in the XCOM. She's been one of the very creative speakers in our sessions. She's sung an entire 7-minute speech once as part of a project. Very talented. Let's welcome Toastmaster Shweta to talk about her role as a timer. Over to you, Shweta.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ritika. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, as a timer, I'll be evaluating all the prepared speeches and the evaluation part. So let me share my screen. Okay, so for the prepared speeches, time will be 5 to 7 minutes, and after 5 minutes, green card will be shown, and after 6 minutes, yellow card will be shown, and after 7 minutes, red card will be shown. We also have one icebreaker speech today. So for icebreaker speech, time is 4 to 6 minutes. So green card will be shown after 4 minutes, yellow card will be shown after 5, and red card will be shown after 6 minutes. For evaluation, allotted time is 2 to 3 minutes. So green card will be shown after 2 minutes, yellow card will be shown after 2 minutes 30 seconds, and red card will be shown after 3 minutes. For table topic speeches, time allotted is 1 to 2 minutes. After 1 minute, green card will be shown. After 1 minute 30 seconds, yellow card will be shown, and after 2 minutes, red card will be shown. And all the speakers will be given 30 seconds extra to wrap up their speeches. And I'll be back at the end. Yeah, so to show how the green card will be shown. So I tried changing my background, I tried everything, but it is not working for me. So I have come up with this new thing. So for green card, you'll hear this. For yellow card, you'll hear it twice, and for red card, it will be 3 times. So that's how it is going to be today, and I'll be back at the end of the meeting to present my report.
Thank you so much, Shweta. I can assure you we're going to have a lot of bells ringing in the session today. So that will be a new input to the session. Well, moving on, let's welcome our counter for today, Toastmaster Deepa. Toastmaster Deepa also joined the club, I think, in the month of June, July, but it seems that she has really garnered a lot of knowledge, a lot of learnings from the club already. She's serving as the secretary of Speaker Squad Toastmasters Club. With that, let me welcome Toastmaster Deepa to talk about her role as the R counter. Over to you, Deepa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ritika, and a warm welcome to my fellow Toastmasters and guests today. I play the role of the R counter for today's session. The purpose of R counter is to note words and sounds that are used as crutch or pause fillers by anyone who speaks in the session today. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, you know, so forth. I will also listen for filler sounds, including and I will also note a speaker repeats a word or a phrase such as I, or this means, so forth. At the end of the meeting, I will present my report, the number of times that each speaker has used such expressions. Just a tip to all, the best way to avoid these is to bring in the pauses in between so you get it right. So over to you, Toastmaster Ritika.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepa, and thank you for adding that tip in advance. Moving on, let's welcome the grammarian for today, Toastmaster Richard. Toastmaster Richard has been one of the founder members of Speaker Squad Toastmasters Club from the day the club was conceived, if I may say so. He had served as the VP Ed in the very beginning. He took a break in the middle. Then we pulled him back into the club. And at present, he's serving as the club president for Speaker Squad. We love his storytelling skills. Let's hear how he's going to do the grammarian role. For that, over to you, Toastmaster Richard.
Well, as a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers, and I've already started doing that. Listening carefully to their language usage, I'll make note of any misuses of the English language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, saying, or thoughts. As a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word and the idiom of the day. The word of the day is audacious, meaning daring, bold, extremely original. So, an example would be the audacious plan to rob the bank worked perfectly. The idiom of the day is push the envelope, meaning to try to achieve something new or challenging, especially by trying to do something that has never been done before. An example of this would be the scientists are pushing the envelope of what is possible in the field of artificial intelligence. I will paste the word and the idiom of the day in the chat section. And as and when somebody uses the word and idiom of the day, I will be giving a thumbs up. Thank you. And over to you, Toastmaster Ritika.
Thank you, Toastmaster Richard. Can we all give a big round of applause to our tag team today? I think each one has come so well prepared, and there's a lot of work for them to do going forward as well. Thank you so much. I will continue making my notes and I'll be back with my general evaluation report when called upon by the team more towards the end of the session. For now, back to you, Toastmaster Ramesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ritika, once again. It was a great detailed info about all the tag roles. Before going into our second section, I would like to give some more yarn about perception. Hope my screen is visible. Okay, so since I have mentioned already, there are 5 sensing factors we have, like visual perception, auditory perception, olfactory perception, haptic perception, and gustatory perception. It's nothing but how we are seeing the things, how we are hearing, how we are smelling, and how we are touching and feeling the sense and the taste as well. So with that, I would like to go with one thing now. So by seeing this picture, what would be your perception? So I can say, like, where is he? What is he doing? What could be?
She loves dogs.
She's dog lover.
Okay. Is there any idea where is he sitting? And
Could
by
be
seeing the
Some
By
garden.
seeing the
It looks like some slopey hill or something.
okay. Any other info? By seeing the
Seems very
greenery,
happy.
okay. By seeing the very greenery nature, she could be in a forest, right? Okay. So what would be the reality now? So where is he sitting? He is sitting beside the road, in the town, in the city, not at all related to the forest area. The picture what they have showed you, so only the part of the image, part of the information. So by using that, if you are deciding something, definitely it is going to be wrong. That is a major fact we have to think of the perception. We always think twice, thrice. We have to collect most information from environment. Then only we have to take a decision. With this, I would like to go for the next session, that is prepared speech. For that, I would like to invite DTM Richa for the evaluation of the first speech. A small introduction about DTM Richa. Richa is a recent DTM. She is a data engineer who hails from Odisha. She has been Toastmaster since 2018 and is passionate about using her skill to help others. In her spare time, she enjoys sports, puzzles, and working out. Please welcome DTM Richa for the first speaker evaluation.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ramesh. Hi, everyone. I would be evaluating Toastmaster Paresh today, who is attempting his level 1 project 4, which is evaluation and feedback, and he's giving his second speech in this project today. The purpose of this project is for Toastmaster Paresh to implement the feedback which he received in the previous speech of the same project. As part of the speech, he'll be giving a well-organized speech on any topic and incorporate the feedback, which was twofold: use vocal variety to showcase emotions and add effective pauses in his speech. So there's two things which I would be looking out for specifically in your speech today. With that, all the best, Toastmaster Paresh. Back to you, Toastmaster Ramesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Richa. With that, I would like to invite Toastmaster Paresh. Paresh is based in Bangalore and working at Cargill as commercial consultant. Personal friend, Paresh loves to play cricket and to read non-fictional. He is a personal finance enthusiast and pursuing investment advisor certification. The reason for him joining Toastmaster is to improve vocal delivery, body language, stage presence, and overall communication. Sorry, missed it. I think he's reading his L1 P4 speech. Many mistakes. Topic I didn't get, sorry. Okay, over to you, Paresh.
Yep. Thank you, Toastmaster Ramesh, and thank you, Toastmaster Richa, for introducing my role. As I give you all a heads up, I'll start with a little game. Knock, knock. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who's there?
Are you?
Are you who?
Are you all excited to be here and listen to all the prepared speeches?
Oh, yes.
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 Okay, I would appreciate a little more engagement, so I'll try one more. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who is there? Who
Justin.
is I? Who? Justin who?
Just in time to make you all laugh now. With that, I'll start my speech. So when I got the request to join this meeting as a role taker, the first question that I had, as my team suggested, is the meeting virtual or do I need to be in person? And of course, it was virtual, so I volunteered to take this role. But this type of question was not very common, at least before COVID. Before COVID, I was part of management consulting practice. As a work, I used to work with all the external clients, meeting them or be on the field. I was never even dreamt about staying at home and work. Forget the home. I never even been to my company's office to work. I always was on the client side. Well, but suddenly the COVID happened. We all had to push the envelope to adjust to the new environment. We all had to manage the perceptions in this new environment. The first and topmost was our manager, who were worrying about, are my team members working at home? And we had to ensure, even if we work or not, that we are actually working. Well, manager is still fine. There are other perceptions we need to manage. My home, I have a parent who was doubting, is my son really working or is he just playing the game on the laptop? Isn't he fired staying at home? Well, uh, it's still fine. Manager, parents, we can explain. But I have had a house help, the maid. Suddenly, she started thinking that she's working more than me because I was at home most of the time. Well, looking at me, she started she feeling that she's underpaid. She needs to raise her salary, and we had to. There was no option. It was COVID. That was still not enough. At one time, she gave me the work. Like, could you bring me the 2 bags of milk while I complete the household help? And I had to. So that's how we had to manage the different perceptions staying at home. Well, that's how it has been. As a human being and being human, we always like free things. The social media, Facebook, WhatsApp, Insta. Even sometimes we use other people's hotspot if it's free, the Wi-Fi. Well, this is still fine. But there was one more thing which was free during the COVID and which came as a blessing. Can you guess what was that thing that came as a blessing during COVID? A clue. Yeah, a clue. It enables us work more efficiently.
OTT platforms.
OTT platform, but does it help us work effectively? Maybe. I would say the Microsoft Teams. So the thing with free is, even if it is, when it is free, we try to overuse it. And the same thing happened with Microsoft Teams. Before COVID, we used to work during the day and plan our meeting at the end to discuss the work. Now, what's happening in COVID is we have meetings catered short around our calendar that we try to work in between the meetings. Well, many a times we also try to work during the meeting so that we are prepared for the next meeting. So that's how we are managing our staying at home environment. I had a friend. He got a call for the job interview. And see the audacity here. The first question that he asked the interviewer was not what was the salary. It was neither what was the location. It was neither a company policy like is it a work from home, is it a hybrid. The questions that he had to ask is, do I need to come to an office for an interview, or we are fine talking on the call? Well, that's how comfortable we are. We all had a craving, staying at home, getting bored. We all had a craving to go to office. And during the survey, the topmost thing that was found why people want to move to the office, the top three most things were the free tea, the free coffee, and the subsidized food. Those were the top 3 things that we all craved and wanted to be in office for the reason for. Well, I too had a craving. I went to the office one day, and my God, the security, the guy that gave me the look, it felt like I gave them some work, which obviously I did because now they have to check my badge, which they were not used to. And I went to my office. I shyly went to my office floor. Entire office was vacant. I see only 3 people: the reception, the housekeeping male, and the housekeeping female. Well, but there's still a silver lining to this being in office. The entire office space for me, the large conference room for me, the very high-speed internet, the large projector, and the large TV. I could watch a movie if I wanted. Well, I did not, for sure. And I forgot the charger the same day. So what happened is I had to take a leave next day to be in the office to collect the charger and come back. Now see the irony. I had to take a leave and go to office. That's how much we are all used to be at home and comfortable that we are at home. That's my time. Thank you, Toastmaster Ramesh. Thank you all.
Thank you, Toastmaster Paresh. It was a wonderful speech. With that, I would like to move to our second speech. That is our icebreaker speech from our Toastmaster Abhinay. Toastmaster Abhinay. For him, actually, the evaluator would be Toastmaster Suraj. Toastmaster Suraj from Standard Chartered GPS Toastmaster Club. He's a very enthusiastic and energetic person. Personally, I know him. I met twice. He was very supportive person as well. He's a current VP Education for the Standard Chartered GBS Club. With that, I would like to invite Toastmaster Suraj for the evaluation of Toastmaster Abhinay. Over to you, Toastmaster Suraj.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ramesh. Ladies and gentlemen, in this meeting, we are gathered here for something special we're about to witness. And what is that? That is the icebreaker, the first speech that any Toastmaster member gives in his or her club. And today I'm so happy to be part of this meeting and witness this speech. So the purpose of this project, the icebreaker, is to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. I wish the speaker all the very best, and I'll be back with my evaluation report when called upon by the general evaluator. Back to you, Toastmaster Ramesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suraj. Toastmaster Abhinay, who is going to be our second speaker of the meeting today. Toastmaster Abhinay, imagine a world where you can travel to any country, read any book, and watch any anime you want, all at the touch of the button. He's a technical lead at Nortex, sorry, I pronounced wrong, where he works on developing innovative cloud computing solutions. He is also a passionate traveler, reader, and anime fan. Please welcome Abhinay. Toastmaster Abhinay is giving his icebreaker speech today. Over to Toastmaster Abhinay.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Abhinay Vishwakarma. I'm going to walk you all a brief about my life journey. Looking back and analyzing myself, I realized I have been following a quote: love what you do or do what you love. For me, it's mostly the second part. Let's begin the story and see how this quote adapts to my life journey. Early days of my life as a kid, I was silent, sincere, and innocent guy, but reluctant to adapt to new things. I am hesitant to push the envelope and try out new things. Even for joining the schools, my parents used to drag me on the roads. Even my family, friends, relatives used to drag me and take me to the schools. This happened for almost like 3 to 4 months during my early days. And the whole street used to watch fun out of it. Let's move forward. Coming from an educated family where both my parents are graduates and working in the state governments, it created a pressure on me on my studies. So I even realized my name Abhinay was put thinking the ranks are also based on the alphabetical order. I used to mug up and by heart the things, the formulae, the concepts, whatever there. However, it turned out to be a wrong way. And eventually I failed in one of my 10th quarterly exams, and that's my first failure in my education. It had so much pain on me, and I don't know how to solve this. I tried up myself a lot, but it didn't work out properly. One of my cousin brother has come up and understood my pain, actually guided me to the right way and told not to mug up, but to understand the concepts and understand the subject first. It is an ignition spark for me. It took some time for me to adapt to the new way of learning. But thereafter, reading books, reading newspapers, reading novels, reading any kind of things has become a habit for me. This also showed on my marks or my awards. I went on becoming a distinction holder, a topper, a gold medalist, securing admission in the NIT. Also established myself as a 10-year successful software technical lead in the IT. It also changed my perception or the way I respond to any situation. I became more audacious and trying to be push the envelope and try out new challenges and new things. So even now, when I walk on the streets which actually laughed on me for going to my schools, now talk about my achievements. I realized my name is not just Abhinay, it's Abhinay Vishwakarma. I wonder, it's a fusion of both trendy as well as a meaningful name. Since the perception has changed, I thought about whatever the negatives that was there actually turned out to be wonderful positives. Moving forward, now why I'm here. Since COVID, I have been working from home and that made my communication skills little dropped. And I want to improve myself. I want to try out and be audacious in learning and meeting new friends. I know the Toastmaster previously, where I learned leadership skills as well as the communication skills and improved on that, and rejoining here now to regain my strength again. Over to the Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhinay. I'm requesting everyone to give a standing ovation to Toastmaster Abhinay. So I to request please. It's really a good starting with your journey. Wishing you all the best for your further journey. With that, we have completed our first session of our meeting. Before moving into the next session, I would like to ask few of us. You can share your ideology, like you can share your perception. Sometimes your perception was different, it went wrong as a result. You thought something, it went in a wrong way. Can anyone share your experience based on this situation? You thought something, it went something.
So Ramesh, I'd like to share a few thoughts.
Yeah.
So I've grown up here in Bangalore, and most of the people here, they're English speaking folks. In my school, it was English medium school. So when I went to college, which is in NIT Surathkal, there I found people from all over the country, even people from other countries. And I was not too sure how people from other regions would be like in general. And my perception of them was completely broken when I actually spoke to them and realized how friendly and nice all these people were, and with their own different stories and experiences. So going to a college like that where people from all over the country they came, I think that was a really good experience for me in terms of showing me that my perceptions can be really, really incorrect, and that we should be open to changing our perceptions. Back to you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. That's really a right thing, actually. Many times, without understanding the facts, without knowing the people, we are assuming something how they could be, how they would be. So that's a really a wrong perception. We have to speak to them. We have to interact with them. Then only we'll come to know about them, about the real factor. So I think Richardson has raised his hand. Over to you, Richardson.
Thank you, Ramesh. Well, my perception about marriage wasn't anything good a couple of years ago. And every time my mom said marriage, marriage, obviously anybody with my generation or the younger generation would be to skip it, to go to the next phase. And we always feel that no, we do not have money, we do not have house, we do not have car, that and this. And especially I had a lot of negative things with me going forward because I do not have a dad. I do not have a Roman Catholic surname. So there were a lot of things that was hindering as well. But then I listened to a lot of positive people or positive podcasts, I would say. Patrick Bet David, Chris Williamson, Joe Rogan, and all of them said the same thing that everything is a risk in life. You work, it's a risk. You don't work, it's a risk. You want kids, it's a risk. You do not want kids, it's a risk. You eat too much, it's a risk. You eat too less, it's a risk. By the end of the day, what is the purpose that you want to live for? Okay. And then when you look at the backdrop of it, my mom has a purpose. When I came into the world, she had a purpose. Okay, I have to educate my son. I have to see him succeed in life. She's seeing me succeed in life. Okay, I want to see him getting married. I want to see his kids. That's her purpose. And what's your purpose in life? So my connotation or my life has certainly changed in the last 1 year, and marriage is a very positive experience, but it's not all happiness day in day out. There will be sad days, there will be miserable days, there will be good days. So everything is a risk. So now my perception about marriage has changed, my perception about life has changed, is what I would say. Thank you, Ramesh.
That was a great thing, Richardson. So since you have broken few perception, I would like to break two perception with you people. Just a moment. Hope my screen is visible. Yeah. So by seeing this picture, what is your thought? What it would be?
Nice breakfast.
Omelette.
Okay. So this is a kind of a breakfast, like. So we have a perception that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, isn't it? Is it right or wrong?
Yes.
The right thing, right?
Yes.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It's a right thing, but it is a wrong thing. False. Because many of us are thinking in such a way that breakfast is the only main important food of the day, but breakfast is actually one of the three most important meal of the day. Okay, our bodies need good nutrition throughout the day, not only the morning session. So, but breakfast is usually one of the most, but most often we are skipping it. That is a very sad about that. That's why many people are telling that breakfast is the most important thing in a day of meal. The second thing, so by saying this, any idea what is it could be? What the kid is doing?
It's touching the TV screen.
Okay,
Trying
you are
to
almost
get inside
yeah. He is watching the TV very closely, right? So we have a perception that sitting too close to the TV will make you go blind. Many of our parents would have told that during our childhood. Even as a parent, we are telling to our kids as well. Is that true or not? True. Yeah, that's also false. That's also wrong perception, because television and other electronic gadget will emit the frequency that will give a ache to your eyes, that will give a irritation to your eyes. This could be one of the reason for the eye problem or blindness, but this is not a compulsory thing that if you watch TV closely or if you watch the monitor closely, it will make you blind. With that, I would like to go to our next session, that is our table topic session, where our table topic master is going to a improv topic to everyone. So we are going to give a improv speech. Be ready for that. So today our TTM would be our Toastmaster Himanshu. Toastmaster Himanshu is a product manager from Kerala Karnal, sorry, India. Himanshu is passionate about using technology to solve real-world problems. He's worked in the consumer tech industry for over 10 years, and his experience spans e-commerce, LOT, and mobile gaming. In his spare time, Himanshu enjoys practicing yoga, reading books, and spending time with his family. He's also a big fan of Steve Jobs, who he admires for his creativity and innovation. Please welcome Himanshu Singhal. Over to you, Toastmaster Himanshu.
Hey, thank you, Toastmaster Ramesh. Really exciting session so far. So let me add some spice to it. Let me share my screen. Okay. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So who I am not able to see, let me just adjust my screen. Who wants to go first? Okay, Kavita is the first one. Okay, so the topic is, I'll just share it. If you could see the world through someone else's eyes for a day, whose perspective would you choose?
You're speaking on mute.
Kavita, we are unable to hear you. No, we still can't hear you, Kavita.
No, you're not audible. I think you have to reconnect. Your audio is not connected, it seems.
We'll come back to you again, Kavita, once the audio is connected. Himanshu, we can go ahead with the next participant.
Am I audible now?
Yes, you are. Okay,
Yes, you
good, good.
Shall I continue or you have picked up someone else?
No, no,
to
you
continue.
can.
I would like to see this world in the perception of infants or kids. They are the one who will be living their life to the fullest, I can say, comparing to others. Because whenever they want to laugh, they can laugh. Whenever they want to sleep, they can sleep for long hours. Whenever they want to cry, they can do that. But nobody is going to bother them like, why are you sleeping these many hours? Why are you laughing at this moment? Why are you laughing crying at this moment? Or why are you doing naughty things? So those kind of questions will not be shooted to the kids, especially the kids, those who are from 0 months to almost 2 to 3 years till they step into the school. Because if once they step into school, they have a lot of responsibilities to do homework, and they have to get up and get ready on time to go to school, like we used to go to office, right? So that is the one thing which I really wish to see this world without having any worries in the mind. Obviously, whenever we see kids, will get freshness, will get enthusiasm if you are playing with the kids for almost even 5 to 10 minutes. Even if you are looking at their smiles, will get a lot of happiness in our mind, though it's someone else's kid. So I would like to see this world in kids' mind. So we also have kidness in our adult hood. So we are just forgetting that every time. So we have to enjoy each and every small things as a kid, though we grown up. So that's what I wanted to convey today. Just enjoy your kidness, though you have grown up, so that you will be able to enjoy your full life to the fullest whenever you want, without worrying about others and without worrying about the other circumstances which is around you. So over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Kavita. Very interesting. I can relate to what you are saying. I have a niece who is 1.5 years old, and it's very interesting to just imagine how life would be seeing it from her eyes. Moving to the next topic. So, who is planning to go next? Natrajan. Natrajan, you are next. So the topic is identify a typical day of your life and give a totally opposite account of it.
Could you repeat the topic, please?
So identify a typical day of your life and give a totally opposite account of it.
Anyone here felt like uh, doing the same thing over and over again? Here in audience? Okay. So this is normal. Like the last 3 years, the last 3 to 4 years, we are kind of like hybrid mode, and most of the times we are not going to the office, even though they ask us to do. So in my case, also the same thing. Like I wake up, I just play with my kids for just half an hour and 30 minutes, like 1 hour, and I drop him to the school, and I will not take a bath. I immediately take a breakfast, and I will start working, opening my laptop. And again, like there will be calls, something like that. Okay. So my kids will come back around 3 o'clock in the evening. So my dad used to go and pick them up. And I won't be having a time to play with them as well, since I'm supporting the North American clients. So they're kind of like a god. So, so this is kind of like a routine every day, like wake up, eat, work, and miss your kids and regret that, oh, I'm just working. I can't have a time to play with my kids. I'm missing the work-life balance. So these kind of thoughts are kind of like sometimes it's going on my mind, and sometimes I also feel great. Oh, I did this amazing work, and my teammates have appreciated me. But at the end, like if we miss the family time, if we miss the family time, like after 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., they badly need us. The kids badly need their parents, and most of the times I'm not understanding them. So this is something I wanted to work upon. Like I have to find alternate option to spend more time with them. So that is what makes us to have a healthy life at the end. Thanks.
Sorry. Thank you, Toastmaster Natarajan. If this has been the opposite account of the reality, I mean, it's amazing what you're going through. So moving on to the next topic. So next topic is I'll pick Richa. I think Richa had raised her hand before. Okay, so topic is, imagine you woke up one day with a completely different profession or job. How would that change your reality?
How many of you think your profession defines your life as of today? How many of you design your life around your profession? Your wake up and sleep times are defined by your profession, but not really by what time you want to wake up or what time you want to sleep. Your meal timings and everything, right? So our lives have now become driven by what we do, how it's become that way. We have allowed it to become that way, that depending on our profession, depending on what we work, where we work, how far we work from our home, we choose what time we eat, what time we wake up, what time we meet our friends, whether we talk to people, whether we not talk to people, whether we spend money, whether we save money, whether we spend time in traffic, whether we work from home, everything. Howsoever, if I woke up someday and I was able to change my profession, I would want to make sure that this particular aspect of my life changes, that my new profession doesn't define my routine. It does not. I would want to take control in a way that I can wake up, I can eat, I can sleep, I can spend time with my family, I can have meals with the people that I want to on a daily basis, and not just wait for those 2 days or 2 hours in a week where I can actually go out and have a cup of coffee with people. I probably would want to integrate that on a daily basis in my life. So yeah, there's something I would definitely look forward to if I could change my profession. What would my new profession look like, and how possible it would be for me to have that? Who knows? Because every profession, everything looks greener from the other side, right? We always think, hey, uh, being a freelancing or doing freelance job or something would make your life so much better. You'll be in control. But so no matter what the profession is, it also relies on us. So how badly we want it, and I've been trying to do that in the last few months, that I've been trying to take control of my time and define which bucket does it goes to. I've been very closely monitoring it as of now, and it's been working so far. Let's see how long that goes, but that's a very interesting thing. If I was ever able to change my profession, I would want to do something wherein I would be able to take control of my life and not let my thought or my need for having that paycheck define everything that I do. With that, thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Himanshu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Richa. It seemed like a modern version of I Have a Dream. Okay, moving on to the next one. Who wants to go next? Suraj. I see Suraj's hands.
We are out of time now.
Okay.
We'll have to wrap up the PT section.
Cool. Okay, back to Toastmaster Ramesh.
Thank you, TTM Himanshu. It was a great session. Even due to time constraint, we couldn't go further. So with that, we are moving into our third session, that is our evaluation session. So I'm welcoming again our general evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Ritika. Over to you, Toastmaster Ritika.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ramesh. Well, I love this vibe, love the session, love the energy till now. It had to be cut short because we were running out of time. But now let me quickly call upon the speech evaluators to present their evaluations. Let's start with DTM Richa to present her evaluation for Toastmaster Paresh. Over to you, DTM Richa.
Thank you,
And before
Toastmaster.
that, Richa, I want to get in touch with Shweta. Shweta, we are not able to hear the bell, so can you just try and do a demo of the sound? Yeah,
Can you
Richa, go
put
ahead.
it on the chat also? It's fine for me. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, if you put it on the chat, I'm okay with that.
Okay. I lost internet for a bit. So let me try again. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you. Can you play the sound?
Okay.
No. So you please use the chat option. Are you able to ping on the chat?
Yeah, I should be. Yeah, I'll again rejoin.
Okay. Okay. Never mind. So evaluators, I will also be timing y'all, and I'll put the time in the chat window just for the benefit of y'all. All right. In the meantime, Shweta can test her timing. All right. Over to you, DTM Richa.
Hello, Toastmaster Paresh, and thank you for giving that lighter note on work from home, which we all have been wanting, but it's been eluding us for a long time right now. I would like to divide my evaluation as usual in two buckets: what went well and what can be improved. So I'll start with what went well. The first thing which I really loved about your speech is your audacity to come and try humor on a complete unknown audience, on an unfamiliar audience here. And you found humor in that every connected with everyone in the meeting. I was laughing throughout your speech. So kudos to you on that. The second thing, audience engagement, which is so tricky. However, being a level 1 speaker, you started with knock knock. No one responded. You again went knock. And when people did warm up a little, let's try another time. So that presence of mind and that not being rattled was really, it captured my attention actually there. The third thing which I think went really well is I think the way you did vary your pitch at times. I know it can take a bit of pushing your own envelope. It can take you a little more of effort to go out and work on it, but you did manage to vary that intensity. When you wanted to slow down and talk about office, you wanted to talk about the humor at your home, so you did that well. So well done, kudos to you. Coming to the points which I think you can work on improving. The feedback for you from the previous speech was effective pauses. So I think since you were giving a humorous take on something, pauses become a lot important. If you are not able to inculcate pauses in your speech, I think what you can try is maybe repeat that part in a very different way so that people are still in that same image. Let's say you were talking about maid asking you to go get a packet of milk. You could have said, imagine maid asking me something. So probably try that out, and that would add that pause automatically. You'll be speaking a few words, right? So it'll allow people to be present in that humorous frame a bit more. So that's one of the things I would like. Probably you can try it out. The second is I would like you to try and work on body language. It will take some time. However, you can work on it in the longer run. The two things I noticed is one of your arms was behind your back throughout your speech. I think it could be because of your camera. You were using a mobile device, so you thought that anyways it will be cut, which was fine. But if you're ever giving on a stage or right now on your laptop screen, please try and avoid that. The second is you had a swinging movement. So maybe you can try and control that. Overall, I enjoyed listening to your speech, and it showed that not just you yourself enjoyed giving that speech today, and that made your speech even better. So you definitely are someone who can ignite humor and make people laugh. Keep going, keep practicing. I'm sure you'll definitely reach places from here. With that, thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Ritika.
Thank you so much, DTM Richa. That was a very well structured evaluation, I must say, and lot of points I'm sure Toastmaster Paresh can imbibe in his future speeches as well. I will present my evaluation to you as well, Toastmaster Paresh, as part of my GE report. Let me now move on to our second evaluator for today. Let me welcome Toastmaster Suraj to present his evaluation for Toastmaster Abhinay. Over to you, Toastmaster Suraj.
You don't have to be great to start. What is more important is that you have to start to be great. I'm quoting the great Zig Ziglar. And today, Toastmaster Abhinay, you embodied that spirit. Can we have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Abhinay for giving his first speech? What an inspiring and relatable speech we heard today. Thank you so much. What stood out the most in the speech, according to me, was the structure. It was a very logical structure and it followed a chronological flow. So you started with your childhood, moved on to your school days, and then moved on to where you are currently in your job and profession. So what that clean structure did was it made it easy to follow from an audience perspective and easier to remember as well after your speech. So great job on that. The second thing I really liked about your speech was the character transformation that you depicted. And the main character, of course, in the speech was you. And more importantly, you started off with some struggles in your life. How you failed in that math exam, how your parents' job made it a bit difficult for you. And slowly you showed how with effort, with the help of your cousins' inputs, you were able to overcome those problems and finally able to succeed. What that did was it created empathy. Struggles and vulnerability creates empathy, and empathy creates trust and bond between the audience, the speaker, and the listeners. And that goes a long way in connecting with the audience. So great courage. Thank you so much for exploring that, Toastmaster Abhinay. Moving on to a couple of points, a couple of observations which you can take as recommendations, Toastmaster Abhinay. I felt that you could have used a couple of dialogues in your speech to great effect. Let me give you an example. When you told us that you failed for the first time in your 10th standard, and you told us that you were frustrated and you were upset, what would have taken that to the next level was go into dialogue mode and show when you came home from school, you're talking to your mother saying, Mom, I don't know what happened. I failed the math exam. I'm so sorry. I'm so disappointed. And your mom kind of giving a reassuring tone, saying, it's okay, okay, don't worry, but we need to fix this. We need to fix this somehow. So go talk to your cousin who knows a bit more about how to overcome these challenges. So what that does is it takes this speech from a report to an experience. You've taken us to that experience. So I explore you to try that in your future speech. Another thing I would like to see in your speech is more examples backing up your points. So there are a couple of places where you said you became more audacious. How did you become more audacious? You're giving a public speech here today. That is a fantastic example. You may be doing other things in life, which is making you more audacious as your life has progressed. So that will back up your points and make it a more credible speech. So in summary, Toastmaster Abhinay, fantastic structure and inspirational character transformation with just a few adjustments in dialogues and examples. I'm sure you'll be giving many such inspiring speeches in public. Back to General Evaluator.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Suraj. One more, a very well-structured evaluation, I must say, and a great one for an icebreaker speaker as well. Lot of learnings over there. Well, now it's time for me to call upon the tag team to present their reports. Let me call upon Toastmaster Shweta to present her timer report. Over to you, Shweta.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Ritika, for the help, and also Toastmaster Ramesh. It felt like everybody came to my rescue. So let me start with the report. So for our prepared speeches, first speaker, Toastmaster Paresh, took 7 minutes 3 seconds. Then second speaker, Toastmaster Abhinay, took 5 minutes 10 seconds. Then the evaluator, Toastmaster Richard, took 3 minutes 21 seconds, and Toastmaster Suraj took 3 minutes 17 seconds. For table topic speakers, which I could record, Kavita took 1 minute 49 seconds, and Natarajan took 2 minutes 8 seconds. Richard took 3 minutes 5 seconds. So that's my timer report. Back to you, Toastmaster Ritika.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shweta. Let me now call upon Toastmaster Deepa to present her counter report. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ritika. Here is my R counter report. Maybe I was too curious to listen to everyone. Let me start with the Toastmaster Ramesh. Number of hours 8, 5 or 11. Too many so's 10. What I've noticed is when you're transitioning from one sentence to another sentence, you tend to start with and lot of so's which comes in when you're trying to link to sentence. That's my observation. Repeats are okay. Paresh, for you, it's 8 hours, 1 arm, 5 well, and 4 butt. Abhinay, 6 hours, 3 2 so's, and 1 butt. Suraj, 2 hours, 7 so's. The same practice of transitioning from one sentence to another sentence starts with a so. Richa, 3 2 9 so's, and 3 butts. Ritika, what I see mostly is you use a lot of well. That's about 3 I recorded, and just 2 arms. Richard, 1 4 so's, couple of butts, like around 4 I've recorded. Imanshu, 7 hours, 9 hours, 5 so's. Kavita, 4 hours, 4 hours, 5 so's, 1 like. Teen Dayalan or Natarajan, I'm not sure what you get been called as. 2 hours, 4 hours, 5 so's, 5 likes, 1 butt. Shweta, 5 hours, 4 hours, 5 so's. So that's my report for today. Back to you, Toastmaster Ritika.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepa. Moving on, let's welcome Toastmaster Richard to present his grammarian report. Over to you, Richard.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ritika. The memorable phrases and commendations today were as a human being and being human was one. Number two was love what you do and do what you love. The common mistakes that were made today were raise her salary, raise her salary. She needs a raise. It could have been she needs a raise. What happening during COVID should have been what happened during COVID. Take me to schools should have been take me to school. Working in state governments, working in a state government job, it had so much pain on me. It had such a negative impact on me. Walk on the streets, walk on the street. Communication skills little dropped. COVID made my communication weaker. Really, really incorrect. It should have been, could be incorrect. I could be incorrect. This is kind of breakfast. This is a typical English breakfast, or this is one of the English breakfast. Kavita is the first one. It should have been Kavita is our first speaker, or Kavita is our table topic speaker, first table topic speaker. We also have kidness. We are also childish, or let us bring the childishness into our day-to-day lives. There will be calls. I had several calls during the day. Uh, Silver lining was used by Paresh. Garnered was used by Ritika. Expressions was used by Deepa. Ignatius was used by Abhinay. Now the word and the idiom of the day. Perception was used by Paresh and Abhinay. Push the envelope was used by Paresh, Abhinay, Richa. Audacious was used by Abhinay. And if I have missed, if somebody has used the word and idiom of the day, apologies. And this is my report for today. Thank you, Toastmaster Ritika.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Richard. Let's give a big round of applause to all the tag team members. I think incredible reports. Thank you so much. Now I'll quickly present my general evaluator report, starting with the Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Ashok. We always say that we need a lot of energy, we need a lot of smiles in the very beginning, but we also need a lot of calmness. And that is what I noticed in Toastmaster Ashok's delivery as the Sergeant at Arms today, which was very good to see as well. So a lot of calm demeanor, and of course the cardinal rules were well spelled out. So I think that was incredible. One thing probably can be a recommendation for Sergeant at Arms is to also put in a one-liner regarding the theme, so that all the people who have joined the session have some idea or probably be curious to look forward to the session. It can just be one liner. All right, moving on. Presiding officer, Club President Toastmaster Richard, you started the session. You spoke about the history of Toastmasters. You welcomed the guests. You also asked the external role takers to introduce themselves. You also mentioned the announcements at the very start. So all the boxes were checked. Well done over there, Toastmaster Richard. The one thing that I really enjoy is, which I always point out, is your storytelling style. I think you can definitely have a complete session, call it your own podcast, and I'm sure the attendance will be really high. Well, no specific recommendations there, just continue what you do. Moving on, Toastmaster Ramesh as the TMOD. Excellent theme. I think Speaker Squad always manages to come up with very good, simple themes, and that's what draws guests, external role takers, as well as our members. It was very interactive from the word go, and it continued throughout the session. There were also a few points about perception, which was new to me, and that is why we come up with different themes to learn something beyond what we already know about. Very well done there. Just one word of advice: whenever there is a role taker handshake or when there is a speaker, just give one or two takeaways from what you learned from the role taker before you or the speaker before you. That have, helps with the continuous transition throughout the session. Moving on, table topic master, Toastmaster Himanshu. If I'm not wrong, I think this is the first time you have taken up the session, or probably few times before, I'm not sure, but I've witnessed it for the first time. Very well done. I like the prep which went behind of creating a PPT. It helps you prepare a little better. It helps to showcase the topic better. Well done there. Since it's your early stages of TTM, I would recommend that the protocol to call the speaker is table topic speaker name, topic, topic, table topic speaker name. This helps in repeating the topic twice, so the speaker doesn't have to ask you to repeat it for them, and keep the topics short, probably if at all just one liner, so that it helps the speaker understand it quickly and then deliver it. Otherwise, very well done there as well. Tag team, I'm mighty well impressed by each one of you. The preparation that went behind and the due diligence that was put into presenting your reports, excellent there. Overall suggestions, I love the teamwork, the support that we give each other in the club was witnessed today as well. Everyone suddenly became a timer just to fill in the gaps. Excellent job there. I must appreciate the external role takers, Toastmaster Suraj, Toastmaster Parish, to come forward and be a part of our club. It's always something new to learn for the members from the external role takers. So thank you for taking up the roles. I like the PR which goes out, the posters which goes out. I think just one recommendation, try and follow the agenda, try and keep time. One very easy thing is the minute you see clock striking 11, whatever you do, wrap it up so that you are not asked by anyone else to wrap it up. So that is something which I follow. And I think that will come with practice as well. So that 15 minutes is left for the GE, for the presiding officer to close the session. Only that is one word of recommendation for you all. Otherwise, incredible session. I really enjoyed it. With that, back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ramesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ritika. It was a very wonderful and clear-cut explanation about all the rules and evaluation as well. So with that, I would like to conclude the theme of today, that is perception. So what is the difference between the perception and the reality? So there are few factors we have to consider. That the first thing is how a person sees something. It's called perception. The reality is it's a truth, how the things exist. Varies from person to person. That's called perception. Reality doesn't depend on people. It's a matter of real. The outcome of one knowledge, attitude, beliefs that depends on the perception. Reality is not affected by this. Perception, it can be wrong or right, but reality is always right. Perception can be biased, but reality can't said as well, it's biased or unbiased. Perception can be negative or positive, and reality, it can't be described as a positive or negative. It's a person's choice is perception, reality is not a choice. So before starting the meeting, my perception was different. I was audacious. I pushed my envelope as much as possible. My perception went wrong today since I prepared well and somehow it went wrong. So perception is always a matter. So think twice, thrice before taking any decisions. With that, I'm handing over to Presiding Officer Toastmaster Richardson.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ramesh. Can we give a huge round of applause to Toastmaster Ramesh and Toastmaster Ritika for wonderful evaluation and for running this entire session today? With that, I have already provided the voting link. Please go ahead and vote for your favorite role takers. We have 5 responses so far, and we have close to 10 members. So I'm expecting few more responses before I announce the results.
So, Richardson, I do not get the link. Maybe I'm external speaker, that's fine. I don't get.
Okay. No, it shouldn't be the case. Okay, hold on, Paresh. I'll message you on WhatsApp.
Yeah, thank you.
Richard, are you sharing the link in Teams chat?
I can share the short URL. Hold on, I have it. It'll be easier for you to type. Just a second. It's tinyurl.com/ss-voting.
I've pinged you both on WhatsApp as well, Kavita and Paresh.
Richardson? Sorry, just
If
want to.
anyone wants to type, you can type this as well.
Suraj, even you didn't get the link, is it?
No, I got it. I have a request, Richardson.
Uh-huh.
After the meeting concludes, can I have a few minutes with whoever can stay back because I need some feedback.
Okay, sure.
Yes, thank you.
Paresh and Kavita, were you guys able to vote so that I can conclude the results?
Sorry, I didn't get the link.
I have messaged you on WhatsApp, Kavita. Okay, since we have maximum number of responses already, let me conclude the winners for today's meeting. Best role taker is General Evaluator Toastmaster Ritika. Best auxiliary role taker goes to our counter Toastmaster Deepa. Best speaker goes to Toastmaster Paresh. Best evaluator, there is a tie between Richa and Suraj. And best table topic speaker goes to DTM Richa. So congratulations to all the winners. With that, my closing thought for today is there are things known and there are things unknown. And in between are the doors of perception by Aldous Huxley. Thank you everyone for who participated and to all the fellow Toastmasters and guests. We hope you will attend our next meeting, which will be at the same time next week. So please put away your chairs and have a great weekend. Meeting adjourned.